Hi everyone, this is our second day of our math lesson. So today is Tuesday and we're going to take a look at the first lesson of topic 12, which is shapes. And today we're going to be looking at two-dimensional and three-dimensional shapes. So two-dimensional is often referred to as 2D for two-dimensional. And then we have our three-dimensional shapes, which are referred to as 3D. So the first thing that we're going to do together today is to watch our learning video.
How do you sort objects? Let's take a look. What objects do you see? You see a sticky note, a sheet of paper, a stop sign, a clock, and a picture frame. What word does Emily use to describe these objects? She uses the word flat. In what ways are these objects the same? They are all flat. Flat shapes are also called two-dimensional shapes. What is another object Emily could put in this box?
Okay, so these are all our two-dimensional or 2D shapes. How do we know that they're 2D? That's right, they are flat. So can you think of another shape that would be flat? Okay, so maybe you said a rectangle. That would be a flat shape. That would be correct. All right, let's continue watching.
She could put a poster in this box. A poster is a flat shape. What objects do you see in this box? You see a soccer ball, a basket, a tissue box, a curved block, a traffic cone, a can, and a tent. How are the objects in this box different from the objects in the first box? The objects in this box are thicker. They are three-dimensional shapes. These shapes are also called solids.
Okay, so we have our two-dimensional shapes. Those are our shapes that are flat. Then we have our three-dimensional shapes, our 3D shapes. They're also known as solids.
What is another object Emily could put in this box?
Can you think of another object that she could put into this box? Maybe you said a basketball, and that would be correct. Let's see what she thinks we could add.
She could put an orange in this box. An orange has thickness. It is a solid shape.
Okay. So that's it for our learning video today. So we were introducing 2D, two-dimensional, and 3D, three-dimensional shapes. So what is the difference? 2D shapes are flat. Three-dimensional shapes are solid. So we're going to do a little bit of sorting. Shapes that are 2D and shapes that are 3D. Two-dimensional and three-dimensional. So I'm going to show you a picture and I want you to decide, is it 2D or 3D? Okay, you can either say it or show me with your fingers. 2D, it's flat. 3D, three-dimensional, it's a solid. All right, so our first picture is a cylinder. Say it, cylinder. Is a cylinder two-dimensional? Is it flat? Or is it three-dimensional? Is it a solid? It is 3D. It's three-dimensional. 3D. Very good, because it's a solid. 3D. Next, I have a cone. Say it, cone. What do you think about a cone? Think of an ice cream cone. Is that flat? Is it 2D? Or is it a solid 3D? 3D. It's three-dimensional. Very good. It's a solid. Next, I have a pyramid. Say it, pyramid. And this is kind of like a tent. Is a pyramid two-dimensional, flat, or three-dimensional, solid? It is three-dimensional. It's a solid. It's 3D. Very good. Next, I have a cube. Say it. Cube. Is a cube 2D or 3D? Is it flat or is it solid? It's 3D because it's solid. Next, I have a sphere. Say it. Sphere. Is a sphere 2D, flat, or 3D, solid? A sphere is 3D. It's three-dimensional. It's a solid. Next, I have a rectangular prism. Wow, that's a big word. See if you can say it with me. Rectangular prism. And this is like a tissue box. So think of a tissue box. Is it 2D or 3D? It's 3D, three-dimensional. You're right, it's a solid. Next, I have a rectangle. And a rectangle is much like a piece of paper. Say rectangle. Is a rectangle 2D or 3D? Is it flat or is it solid? It's 2D because it's flat. Next, I have oval. Say it. Oval. Is an oval 2D or 3D? 2D is correct because it's flat. Next, I have a diamond. Say it. Diamond. Is a diamond 2D or 3D? 2D, two-dimensional. You're correct. Next is a square. Say it. Square. Is a square 2D or 3D? 2D because it's flat. Next is a triangle. Say it. Triangle. Is a triangle 2D or 3D? 2 because it's flat. Very good. And our last one is a circle. Say it. Circle. Is a circle two-dimensional or three-dimensional? Two-dimensional. It's 2D. It's flat. All right. Hopefully you got all of those correct with me today. Remember, 2D, two-dimensional means they're flat. 3D, you have 3 fingers. You can do a little more with them. You can make them into more of a solid, but 2 is flat. Okay? So hopefully you learned today the difference between two-dimensional and three-dimensional shapes. And I want you to log on to Pearson and do your quick check, which is just 5 questions for me, and I'll take a look at how you did on there. All right, thank you. Bye.